Welcome back to Beach Bumbling. If you're visiting Mazatlan, Mexico and wondering what the best way to see the city is, this might be it.
Today we're taking a traditional Pulmonia tour along the famous Mazatlan Malecón, stopping at the most iconic monuments, hidden photo spots, and getting local tips from our driver Alfredo.
This is part one of our tour guide, and we can't think of a better way for you to spend your first full day in Mazatlan so you can get a good feel for the city. Let's go!
Good morning from Mazatlan. We are going on a tour of the city today with a guy named Jesus that was recommended to us by Sean and Julie who watch our channel. Something cool about Sean, he's got a tiki bar business, so you might want to check that out. I'll link it in the description below if you're looking for a tiki bar. It makes some really nice ones. But anyway, it's going to be about a 3-hour tour.
3-hour tour, a 3-hour tour.
Not like Gilligan's Island, we are coming home, but this guy speaks really good English, I guess, and it's got a lot of knowledge for the area. It cost us 1,200 pesos for 3 hours for us, both of us, total. So that's what we're looking at today. All right, I don't have time to walk through the breakfast today because we're getting picked up here in like 10 minutes. So I just got a quick egg, a little bit of chilaquiles, and she got some type of pastry. I don't know what it is. And some fruits. I asked for beef. She put hot dogs in my omelet, but I don't have the time to get it corrected. So anyway, there was beef birria in the buffet today. There's no beef in it. It was just the juice left. I wish I would have had some of that. Breakfast looks good here. Food is excellent here. I've said that in 2 or 3 videos now. So we just got a text from Jesus. He couldn't make it. So we sent Alfredo. Hope this guy speaks English.
Yes, he does speak English.
And he said he'd take care of us, so we'll see.
Good, how are you today? He's good. Today he's out. Good thing. Mazatlan have 2 places different, guys. Old Mazatlan and New Mazatlan. Now, right to the Old Mazatlan. Why? For me, it's the best. It's the history. Yep. The market, the cathedral, the post office, the mayor office. You had a time for shopping, and the other side is better for me. Here is nice, but for me it's more for the tourists. Okay, for example, you want to buy souvenir, I recommended the market in downtown. Here, you pay your money. Today, many American and Canadian people retired living in Mazatlán, more Canadian. 3 or 4 weeks ago, the newspaper said 3,000 Canadian and 2,500 American living in Mazatlan, more Canadian people. And people in Mazatlan like Canadian. Maybe you say why? Remember for the Donald Trump say, no more Mexican. And many people in Mexico, for example for me, I remember one video in Canada, and I remember Celine Dion, Steve Nash, and I don't remember many singers and actors say, people in Mexico no need to go to United States, welcome to Canada. This is a beautiful city, beautiful countries, no need to go to United States, come on. In Canada, always people in Mexico is welcome. And people in Mexico, oh, thank you. This Panama is a restaurant and it's very popular in Mazatlan. Maybe Panama is St. Paul. You have in Canada a cheesecake factory.
Yep. You're going to see a couple different casinos here in the Strip. This one was called the Casino Monte Carlo, which is a circus-themed casino. If you want to try your luck, they got games like blackjack, roulette, slot machines, and stud poker. They got a fancy restaurant in there, and they've got live music almost every day, which keeps this place busy throughout the week.
This is the American consulate. But and it's nice. Every day, look at that Sinaloa. Many years ago, this is the license for Sinaloa and had a tomato. Why? Sinaloa for many years is number 1 in my country, Mexico, for the production for tomato. Sinaloa is my state. Maybe in Canada is a province. Okay, this is my state, Mazatlan, Sinaloa. And here, guys, this is the Castle White Valentinos. Valentino's for many years is the best discotheque in Mazatlan.
Oh, yeah.
Many people in Mazatlan for many years say, you go to Valentino, you drinking 1 liter for tequila, and later you speak excellent Spanish. But for the time for the COVID, Valentino's is closed. For Mazatlan.
Thank you.
Remember, we had a 21 kilometer only for the coast. In other cities in Mexico, Puerto Vallarta, Cabo San Lucas, had a many place, private place. You look at the police. For example, these guys had a uniform color blue. These guys is the police for the city. But Mazatlan had other different police for uniform color white. This is the police for the traffic, for the tickets for the car.
Oh, okay.
This is the castle white, but in Beatles. For example, the kids now, you know, and the ocean. For me, the water is very cold. But yesterday, I see tourists and I say, where are you from? And the guy say, Madison, Wisconsin. And the water is good, and the guy say, it's warm. Oh,
geez.
For me, no. And over there, guys, is the baseball stadium.
Okay.
This is the house for the Mazatlan Bears. For the families in Mazatlan, baseball is number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, baseball. The number 3, baseball. This is the baseball stadium over there.
Oh, yeah.
This is the player. This is the player for the baseball.
What's the name of the team?
Venados.
Venados?
Venados is the name in Spanish. Venados is a deer.
Okay. Venados.
Yeah. The Mazatlan deer. Los Venados de Mazatlán.
Okay.
Remember, I say the Mexican Navy. This is the Mexican Navy guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Take it.
This bronze sculpture celebrates the Pulmonia. It's the vehicle that we're riding in today. They've been in use since about 1965 here in Mazatlán, and if you're looking for it, this one's about halfway down the Malecón.
And Mazatlan is the name for my city, but remember, Sinaloa had 4 different cities. Number 1, Mazatlán. Number 2, the capital, Culiacán. Number 3, Guasave. Number 4, Los Mochis. In Sinaloa, I say Sinaloa is number 1 for tomato. Only Mazatlan is number 1 for seafood.
All right, good.
Okay?
Yep.
You remember, guys, for the boxing, Julio Cesar Chavez?
Yep.
Okay, Julio Cesar Chavez is born in the capital, in Culiacán. You remember the restaurant Pollo Loco?
So?
Pollo Loco is a restaurant for the chicken.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Pollo Loco.
Yep.
The first Pollo Loco in the world stayed here in Sinaloa, where? Guasave.
Good. The next one up here is called the Monument of the Fisherman. There's a whole lot going on, although we didn't get the greatest shot of it. It's also a fountain, and the base is a seashell, and that's supposed to represent the sea. There's a lighthouse, which is that pole, that represents the lighthouse of life. The woman represents the beauty of the sea, the man represents the work of the sea, the sailfish represents the sport of the sea, and the dolphin and the shark fighting represent the fierceness of the sea. Both the woman and the man are nude in this sculpture, and it's been referred to as the lovely nudes. In Spanish slang, they call it monos bis. Besides being a really cool sculpture, it's located at a place that gives you a great view right back to where we started down the coastline.
Now I drive to the lookout point. The lookout point for me is the best view in Mazatlan, or the best photo for your Facebook. You know, wow. Do you like exercise? Look at this is only for the bike.
Yeah, that's cool.
Do you like oyster?
Never had one.
They look gross.
Me too. The other day, I see one guy in the oyster had a lemon, and the oyster moved, and the guy say, delicious. I say, no thank you, no thank you. I drive slow, guys, but please look at over there. The beach. I want to stop here.
This is called El Mirador, or the Lookout, and you're going to see why.
One ferry from Mazatlan to La Paz, Baja California.
Yeah.
From Mazatlan to La Paz is maybe 14 hours. The ferry go for the Pacific Ocean, later is Isla Cortez, and left Isla Baja California.
The views up here are quite remarkable, and the nice thing about going on a tour like this is a well-known viewpoint, but Alfredo knows where the bodies are buried. He's going to show us some viewpoints later on that not everybody be aware of. That's just the bonus of taking a tour like this. Now this one's not on the map, but it's just kind of around the bend from the last place we were at.
5 years ago, Corona buy to Pacifico. And today, Mazatlan produced Pacifico, Corona, and Modelo.
Beer.
3 different brands.
Oh, I didn't know they were doing Modelo too.
Only one company.
Oh, wow.
And over there is other Catholic church, color green, you know?
Yeah.
And this is downtown, and over there is Old Mazatlan. Over there, the boat color blue is the ferry
Okay.
from Mazatlan to La Paz.
was La Paz? Yeah.
Yes.
What a spectacular view of the city. That's the Cathedral Basilica of the Immaculate Conception. We're going to check that church out and Old Town in part 2 of the video. We're headed back down to the Malecon now, and this is the monument of the continuity of life. It symbolizes the beginning, the end, and the balance of life, as well as the respect that must be given to nature and its creatures. When we were up at the Mirador, you could see this from way up there. It looked like a big pool from up there. It was built in 1993.
But the cliff diver is jumping from this to the water, and for me, it's crazy. No have salary, it's only donation tips, you know.
Just around the corner from this monument, you're going to find the cliff divers. If you've ever watched the videos of those guys on YouTube, it just does not do it justice. The water that they're diving into is absolutely insane. I cannot believe people have the balls to do this. Wow.
You've seen it on TV, but I didn't know it. This is nuts.
Let me go.
Wow.
Okay, but what cities in Sinaloa had the best beautiful woman? And people say, Mazatlán, in the capital, Culiacán, is the best beautiful woman. And this monument is the monument for the woman in Sinaloa. For example, 5 days ago, I'm very honest, okay? 5 days ago, I had in my taxi one beautiful lady, and the guy is hungry. And I say, hey guys, where are you from? And the guy say, Oaxaca, Mexico. Oaxaca is other different state in Mexico.
I know where that is.
And I say, and your wife, sir, is born in Oaxaca? And the guy say, no, my wife is born here in Sinaloa. I say, normal, you know?
That was the Mazatlan Woman Monument, and it's been there since 1983.
That's funny.
And here, guys, is my little Hollywood. Many start in the floor. Okay.
Okay.
So what Alfredo was just saying is right next to the Mazatlan Woman sculpture, they've got a Hollywood Walk of Fame type thing, but just Mexican style. That's what all these stars are for here. Pretty cool. Next up is the Mermaid Carpa Olivera statue. It's a tribute to the women of Mazatlán who work as divers, fishers, and sailors. There's a lot more than meets the eye with this stop. If you walk towards the water behind the statue, you're going to end up finding a saltwater bath that was built over the ocean in 1915. It's got a concrete slide going into it. Moving on to the statue of the deer called El Venadito. The deer is a symbol of the city, and it came from the Nahuatl word mazat, which means deer. So the word Mazatlán actually means place of the deer.
This is the Beatles monument.
Across from the deer statue, they created Liverpool Alley. They wanted to try to drive more tourism from Europe and promote Mazatlan internationally. If you want a good photo op, you can take your picture with the statues of the Beatles from the iconic Abbey Road album. What's more British than an Austin Mini with a Union Jack on the roof? And check out that telephone booth in the background. You can also find the Yellow Submarine from the movie of the same title from 1968.
I want me mum.
It's a fun stop here, and I really liked the Yellow Submarine movie when I was younger.
And they're waving.
That's a group of fellas.
And look at this is the symbol. This is the symbol for Sinaloa. I say Sinaloa had 4 different cities. Mazatlán, Culiacán, Guasave, and Los Mochis. And this is an elementary school, public elementary school. The education here is free, but the education is only in Spanish. I say Mazatlán is number 1 for the Pacifico beer. Culiacán, the land for the guy Julio Cesar Chavez for the boxing. Guasave, the first restaurant pollo loco in the world, stay in Guasave. Los Mochis, number 1 for tomato. Only Mazatlán is number 1 for seafood. Tuna, lobster, oyster, octopus, shrimp.
Shrimp soup, shrimp stew, shrimp salad, shrimp and potatoes.
You remember guys in Mexico, Pedro Infante?
That sounds familiar?
Pedro Infante. You remember or no?
No, I know the name sounds familiar, but I can't place it.
Infante for me, is for American, maybe Frank Sinatra, Elvis Presley.
Okay.
For Canadian, maybe Celine Dion, you know. Pedro Infante is the best race singer and the best race actor in Mexico. In the United States, you say Memphis, Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
Yep.
In Mexico, you say Pedro Infante and you remember Mazatlán.
Okay.
Hey, we're about halfway done this city tour. It's been really good so far. Guy speaks really good English. He knows a lot about the area. There's so many viewpoints along the way. We stopped and took pictures a lot. We're going to be heading into the old town, I think, now. And we just stopped for a baño break. And hopefully there's going to be some street food around the market. And looking forward to trying some of that. Took a scaled back breakfast today so we could try some food around the market. Yeah, this is pretty good. It was, like I said, 1,200 pesos, which is about 70 bucks, or 86 bucks, I think, Canadian. Whatever it is, I'll put it below. But yeah, it's pretty nice. This is Mazatlán.
That's going to be it for today's video. And if you're cheap like us but still want to help out the channel, throw the video a like, subscribe if you haven't, and ring the bell to be notified when we make another video. In the next one, Alfredo's going to take us to the historic center. And we're going to look around Old Town, check out that beautiful church, and then we'll grab some street tacos because you know we like those. Hope you see you there. Until the next time, cheers.
Shrimp burger, shrimp sandwich,